Hello, everybody. Who's up for a House of Games final? You are? That's good news, because I've got one for you. 4 players have been playing along all week, and today, finally, we give away the trophy. Who is it going to go to? Our players this week? Let's meet them for the final time, shall we? They are Danny Miller.
What?
Phil Daniels.
What?
Nikita Kanda.
Is everyone doing a woo?
Yeah, seems to be. And Eniola Aluko. Hello, one. Hello, all. Before we start, let's just look at the weekly leaderboard, because here's how we stand on Double Points Friday. Gentlemen, Danny and Phil, you are up at the top there. I think it's between the two of you. 8 points for a win today, 6 for second, 4 for third, and 2 for last. Danny, 3 wins, though. 3 wins out of 4. You've got to be feeling confident.
I've never been so clammy in all my life. I'm very...
That's good to hear.
I've just been nervous, like, throughout the week.
And
so.
you've been in some difficult situations.
Yes.
Yes, you've seen them many times.
Yeah.
Phil, just the 2 points to catch up, but a win today would be very handy.
Yeah, I'm tipping my hat at Danny at the moment, but, you know, you never know.
He's good, Danny, isn't it?
He's very good.
You can't quite work out where he's getting the points from.
Yes.
At the end of every round, you go, how is Danny 4 points ahead?
Yeah.
Very
That's
impressive.
what I keep thinking.
Like
Yes.
stealth winning. Nikita and Eni, you've been very, very close to winning. Yesterday, 2 points between everybody. Can we get a win from that end of the studio today?
Never say never.
Exactly. Never
You
say
never
never.
know.
I feel like this is like penalty shootout type pressure.
There we go.
It's all or nothing. Got to
And
put
that's
it in the back of the
where
net.
you thrive, right?
I try.
Exactly. Listen, I try.
This is where I become Gareth Southgate.
Yeah. I look forward to that. Can we get Phil a waistcoat? A waistcoat for Phil, please. We have a trophy to give away, but we also have our final prize of the week as well. Whoever wins today takes home one of these. We have got the sliders, the foam pouch, the aftershave, we have got the bread bin, or the wheelie luggage. Any, what would you go for?
The bread bin, I think. Yeah, the bread bin
Yeah,
would come in
nice,
handy.
right? Nikita?
I'm going with the wheelie suitcase.
Yeah,
I want to
of
be
course
taking
not.
that around when I'm travelling everywhere. Go to Dubai, take that, take you with me.
Lovely. It's been to Dubai a few times, I think. Phil?
Sliders.
Sliders every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Danny?
Depending on what the aftershave smells like, that could be fairly interesting.
It smells like someone's been wearing the sliders for about a week and a half.
Right, yeah, I'll probably go with Phil and go to the sliders then.
Yeah,
That'd be
sliders,
nice.
sliders, suitcase and bread bin. Shall we get on and play Friday's House of Games? Shall we get on and play our final? Find out who's going to be our champion this week. Our first round is... King of the Jumble. Fingers on buzzers, please, everyone. I'm going to ask you 2 questions at a time. The answers are anagrams of each other. OK, but what are the answers? Surname of Strictly Come Dancing host Tess, and Disney dog who eats spaghetti with the tramp. Yes, Nikita.
Daily lady.
Daily and Lady? It is Daily and Lady. Anagrams of each other. Tess Daily and Lady and the Tramp. Next 2. Decade in which Tony Blair became Prime Minister, and who is this? Phil.
90s and Einstein.
90s and Einstein. Who knew they were anagrams of each other? There you go. Einstein probably knew. He probably worked it out. Next 2. Middle name of Harper Beckham, and numbers which are not odds. Yes, Danny.
7 evens.
Yes, 7 and evens. Harper's middle name is 7. It's Harper 7. Next 2. Surname of Herman and Lily's titular family in a 60s comedy series, and the breastbone. Nobody? Should I tell you? I was getting confused.
Surname?
Yeah, but what's the surname? Because I thought it was Adams, which is why I was getting confused.
No.
Yeah, you've got to buzz in. Your sternum is absolutely right, and that is an anagram of Munster. We were looking for Herman Munster and so on. Well done if you got that at home, Munster and sternum. Next 2. Musical instrument class, including drums and maracas, and the first UK top 40 single for Oasis. It's a good anagram, I'll say this. Should I tell you? It is percussion and supersonic. How about that? Percussion and supersonic anagrams for each other. Next 2. German word for Bavaria in the name of a Munich football club. And first name of How I Met Your Mother character played by Neil Patrick Harris. Yes, Phil.
Chumman Munchin.
It is not, I'm afraid, worth a go. It's the first name of the Munich football club we're looking for. Yes, Annie.
Is it Bayern Pete?
Bayern, and then the other answer must be an anagram of Bayern. Bayern and Barney we were looking for. Bayern and Barney. Well, I don't know if you got that at home. Final question in this round. Popular Cuban dance form and former name of Myanmar. Nobody. Let's take a look. I was looking for Rumba and Burma.
Yeah.
Rumba and Burma we were looking for. That's the end of that round, you'd be horrified to hear. Shall we take a look at our leaderboard? It's pretty high-scoring stuff, I'll say that. Ennie, you're just 1 point off the lead there. With nothing, Nikita, Phil and Danny, 1 point each. We have our final pairs game of the week to play. What is it going to be? It is... all in the details. Ennie, you get to choose your partner. Who would you like to play this round with?
Let's go with Phil.
You're going to play with Phil.
Yeah.
So, Ennie and Danny, if you'll swap places, please.
See ya.
Welcome, Ennie. Now, before the show, you all filled in some clues that will help your partner guess something to do with entertainment. Phil, before the show, Ennie filled in some clues.
OK.
And they will lead you, I'm hoping, to a film. But which film? So Ennie had up to 3 words to fill in these clues. Which film might this be? It was directed by, according to Ennie, a space fan. It's good, sends us in a direction. It stars, according to Ennie, Hollywood actors. And its title is according to Ennie, Scientific Force. I got it, I think. So directed by a space, I think we know roughly where we are. Named after a scientific force. I think that's a good...
Well, the scientific force, there would be gravity, there would be... Let's say gravity.
Gravity?
Yes.
It's the correct answer. Very well done between the two of you. You got there, nicely done. Its title is A Scientific Force. It stars George Clooney and Sandra Bullock, and directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Gravity was the answer there. Danny.
Yes.
Before the show, Nikita filled in some clues.
OK.
They will lead you to a TV programme,
Right.
I'm hoping. But which TV programme? In 2017, it moved to, according to Nikita, Channel 4.
Uh-huh.
A famous winner of the show is, according to Nikita, cake maker. And a common phrase heard on the show is, according to Nikita, whisk soggy bottom. I mean, that feels gettable.
I mean, yeah. I don't know whether to make it more entertaining and pretend I'm really thinking, but...
Yeah, because what's Danny up to? What's he thinking there?
Your best acting.
I will try Great British Bake Off.
Beautiful clues, perfect answer, very well done. Great British Bake Off. It did move to Channel 4. I think there's lots of different winners, but Cake Maker is, I mean, there's your answer.
Yeah.
Right there.
Fair
And
play.
I like the fact that as well as Soggy Bottom, you know, I'm going to put whisk as well, just in case.
Well, I just thought,
Yeah.
yeah, too, and then Soggy Bottom came to mind, and I just thought, right, that as well.
Cover all bases. That is absolutely right. Ennie, before the show, Phil filled in some clues, which will lead you to a person from the world of entertainment. But which person? One of her early roles was in, according to Phil, Inside Number 9. She has starred alongside, according to Phil, Hugh Grant. And she has portrayed, according to Phil, the Queen on screen.
The Queen.
Have you got this at home? Hugh Grant and the Queen.
There's a few actresses that are floating around in my head right now, but the Queen has thrown me slightly. Olivia, the lady that plays the Queen in The Crown. What is her surname? What's her surname? Is it Olivia?
No, that's a different actor. But I think Olivia's right.
Yeah.
Olivia, I can't remember her surname. I can see her. I don't know her surname. I can't remember her surname.
Do you know on the other team?
Olivia Colman.
Olivia
Coleman.
Colman, we were looking for. Olivia Colman. All sorts of early roles for Olivia Colman. Peep Show, she was in all sorts of things. Green Wing, she has starred alongside Hugh Grant, absolutely, and she has portrayed the Queen on screen. Great clues from Phil. Unlucky then, Nikita. Before the show, Danny filled in some clues, which I'm certain will lead you to a musical.
Okay.
A musical, but which musical is this? It is based on, according to Danny, Cowboys and Horses. It includes the song, according to Danny, Dancing in Manhattan. And it is set in, according to Danny, not the East. Oh, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah. I picked up on your subtle clue there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Mine was easy for him.
I know it.
This is hard. Cowboys and Horses. So not in the East, I'm thinking like Wild West.
I would maybe ignore Cowboys and Horses for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dancing in Manhattan, not in the East.
Mm-hmm.
West Side Story?
West Side Story? It is West Side Story.
Go on, girl. Well
Got there in the end.
Love, it includes the song Dancing in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Wait,
That is shameless.
Yeah, I know.
It is based on Romeo and Juliet, is what it is based on. Includes lots of songs, I Feel Pretty, America, and it is set in Manhattan. Absolutely. Well done, well
Okay.
worked out. Danny and Ennie, if you will swap places, please. That's our final pairs game of the week. Let's see what it's done to our leaderboard. Ennie, you have 1. Phil, you got 2. Nikita and Danny, 3 points each. It's been close all week. It's close again today. Round 3 on the final of this week's House of Games is... It's all in the name. Now, in this round, our lovely question writers have made all of the answers out of the letters of your names. OK, so all of the answers will appear somewhere in the letters of your names. Danny, the first 2 will be based on the letters of your name. OK, Danny Miller. Fingers on buzzers, a point for anyone who gets the right answer. If you get one based on your own name, you get 2 points. OK, here's your first question. Surname of the reggae musician Bob, who was lead vocalist with the Wailers. That is Ennie.
Marley.
Marley. There it is, and Danny Miller. Marley. Next one. Musical about an 11-year-old orphan girl with songs including Easy Street and Tomorrow. That is Phil.
Annie.
Annie. It is Annie. I could just need pressing on your buzzer there, Danny. The point to Phil. Phil, the next 2 are based on your name. OK, so it'll be in the letters of Phil Daniels. 2 points if you can get one. 1 point for everybody else. Italian city associated with pizza that is the capital of the region Campania. Phil.
Naples.
It is Naples. Absolutely. 2 points to Phil. Next one. First name of the author of Jamaica Inn and Rebecca with the surname Du Maurier. Danny.
Daphne.
Daphne. Nicely done. Nicely done it.
I was in it. So
You were in that,
I
were
was
you?
in that, yeah. BBC
Nice.
one, yeah. It's big.
In Jamaica Inn or Rebecca?
Jamaica Inn, sorry, yeah, I should have stipulated which one. Jamaica Inn, very big part. I was in about 3 scenes.
Did they keep you in?
They took 1 out, kept 2.
Yeah, listen,
I
you
got
take
paid.
that, right?
That's it, yeah.
Actually, yeah, you got paid. Nikita, the next 2 are in your name. So the letters of Nikita, Kanda. 2 points if you can get one of these. 1 point for everybody else. First name of the Star Wars character who becomes Darth Vader. Yes, Nikita.
it just went out of my head.
I'll time you out. Yes, Ennie.
Luke.
It is not Luke, I'm afraid. It's definitely a Skywalker, but it's not Luke. So Teddy,
It's not in the name either.
Yeah.
Anakin is what we were looking for.
blimey.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin.
Oh, of course.
And next one. US state with the cities Fort Wayne, Evansville, and Gary. Yes, Ennie. I'm going to time you out, Ennie.
Oh.
Anybody? Anybody see a state in that name? Indiana is what I was looking for. Indiana is the answer there. Gary, Indiana. The last ones, Ennie, are based on your name. So 1 point for anyone, but 2 points for Ennie if you can get something based on the name Eniola Aluko. Here's your first one. Surname of footballer who became England men's all-time top goal scorer in 2023. Yes, that's Danny.
Kane. Harry
Kane? It is Kane. Nicely done. I was going to say Aluko is also in there if we're looking for big goal scorers. And final question of the round. The longer of the two bones in the human forearm. Yes, Phil.
Scapula?
It is not, I'm afraid. You'd be doing a lot of work with those letters before you got to scapula, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Ulna is what we were looking for. You've got the radius and you've got the ulna. It's the end of that round. We just have 2 rounds now before we give away our trophy. 2 rounds to go. Who is going to win it? The leaderboard looks like this. 3 points between everybody. Eni, you've got 2. Nikita, you've got 3 points. Gents, at the start of this, you were just 2 points apart on the leaderboard. We know it's double points Friday, 8 points for a winner, 6 points for a second, and so on. At the moment, you are absolutely neck and neck. Danny and Phil with 5 points each. 2 rounds to go. Who's going to win this trophy, I wonder? Danny has stayed so cool all week. Not that you haven't, Phil.
No, no.
I'm just saying. Yeah. But he has a particular zen calmness about him.
Well,
which must be difficult to play
Old
against.
Swan.
It's very difficult to play against.
2 rounds to go. Let's see what round 4 is today. I'm terrible at dating. If you could take your tablets out, please, everybody.
Yes, I am. That speaks to me.
You should be good at this one then. Fingers crossed. I'm going to give you some events from history, and you have to write down the year in which you think they happened. And whoever is closest will get a point. You don't have to get it right. People very rarely do, but the closest will get a point. The first year I'm looking for, the earliest recorded Morris dancing performance took place in England. In what year do we think that might have been? I mean, this really is a stab in the dark, isn't it? Danny, where do you even begin with this one?
I don't know. I didn't. I mean, I know what Morris dancing is, but it was just a stab in the dark, and I thought, would they really want to record it in the 1800s, or would they wait until the 1900s? So
Okay.
I went for 1941.
1941. During the war, they thought, let's have a Morris dance.
Well, I didn't know whether. Yeah, that's what they said.
Yes, that is, I can confirm that is what they said.
Yeah.
Phil, what are you saying?
Well, I think it's very old English. I don't know if it's before Shakespeare, but I'm sort of thinking maybe it was. So I've gone for 1433.
1433, a 500-year difference between our first 2 answers. Nikita, what are you saying?
Yeah, I have no idea. Just wild guess.
1802. Write down a year. And Eni?
I also have no idea, but I've gone for 1890.
1890. Yeah, I think it's like a long... I don't know how long ago it was, so this could be a battle for the point. But when was the first Morris dancing performance recorded in England? 1448.
Well done.
Phil, that's pretty good going. Nicely done, you get yourself a point. 1448. The next date I would like, please, is this. Queen Victoria is crowned, our old friend from the previous show, Queen Victoria. Famously named after a pub, but when was Queen Victoria crowned? Do you know, this is the sort of one that some people at home will know.
Exactly.
Bang on, yeah. I don't, but very well done if you do. When was Queen Victoria crowned? I think in my head I know when she died. I think I have that
When
year
was
in my
that?
head. I so nearly said it then.
Ah, did you?
Yeah.
I don't even know. No clue.
Okay, everyone's in. What do you think at home on this one? Phil, what are you thinking here?
I've got 1888.
1888, says Phil. A lot of 8s. Nikita, what are you saying?
1720.
1720, says Nikita. Eni?
I have the year 1902 in my head. I don't know why,
1902.
but there must be a reason for it. I've watched The
1902.
Crown recently.
And Danny?
I went 1918.
1918. I think she died in 1901, Queen Victoria. So maybe that's the thinking. But when was she crowned? 1838. Phil, you get the point again. You get the point again. She had a very long reign. Her son was crowned in 1902, so the next monarch was 1902.
She's 60 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, long old time, right? Long old time. Good round for Phil so far at a very, very important time where that trophy is concerned. I wonder if you could write me down a year for this. The Mona Lisa is stolen from the Louvre. In what year was the Mona Lisa stolen from the Louvre? Oh my God, you'd be so chuffed if you stole the Mona Lisa, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah. The trouble is you'd just show it off to everyone. You'd be like, you'll never guess what I did yesterday. I shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to come and have a look what's in the loft. What do you think at home? When was the Mona Lisa stolen from the Louvre? Everyone is locked in. I don't know this one at all. Nikita, what are you saying?
I've gone with 1999.
Why not? It's a year.
Could be a good year to steal things.
It's as good a year as any, isn't it? Any, what year are you going for?
I feel like there was a lot of art stolen during the war.
Okay.
1945.
1945. Danny, what are you gone for?
I've gone for 1949.
1949. And Phil?
1960.
1960, says Phil. A lot of villains around in 1960. What do we reckon at home here? I wonder who's won this point. OK, so when was the Mona Lisa stolen from the Louvre? Who scored a point? 1911 was the answer. Any, you get yourself a point.
Yes.
Final question in this round. The RAF's aerobatic team, the Red Arrows, performed their first public display. When was that? I mean, we know aeroplanes have been invented. We know that. What do you reckon on this one? Been to see the Red Arrows? It's a cool name, the Red Arrows, isn't it? I'll give them that. It's good branding. Everybody in? OK, everyone is in. What do you think at home on this one? A tricky one again. Any, what are you saying?
Well, the first public display would probably be like an anniversary of the century, so 1900 I went for. 1900?
Danny, what are you saying?
I've gone for 1975.
So a lot later.
Yeah.
Phil, what are you saying?
I've gone for 1969.
1969. And Nikita?
I've got 1920 in my head.
1920. So a big difference of opinion. Very early days of flight, but we had an Air Force for a long time. So 1900 all the way up to 1975. What do you think? Who's got the point here? What have you said at home? The RAF's aerobatic team, the Red Arrows, performed their first public display in 1965. Phil, very impressive. What a round you've had. Very nicely done. Tablets away, please, everybody. We only have one round to go before we give away the trophy. We know what that round is. It's going to be Answer Smash, but let's look at the leaderboard going into it. Annie and Nikita, 3 points each. Danny, you got 5 points. Oh, that's a nerve-wracking lead to have going into Answer Smash. Phil Daniels, 8 points. 3-point leads. Look at that trophy winking at you from over there. Shall we? Should we get on with our final round of the week? It is, of course, Answer Smash. Fingers on buzzers for one final time, please, everybody. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Here we go. Your first category on this final is Wimbledon champions. Wimbledon champions. What word follows spider, bat, and ant in the names of 3 comic book superheroes? Yes, that is Danny.
Mandy Murray.
Mandy Murray? It is Man and Andy Murray, Mandy Murray. Next one. What 3 words come before rabbit in the title of a 1988 film that pioneered the combination of live action and animation? Yes.
Roger Rabbit Federer.
I can't take it, sorry. I cannot take it. Danny.
Oh, it's gone.
I'm timing you out, Danny. I'm so sorry. You lose a point as well. Anybody? The 3 words that come before rabbit? Yes, any.
What's eating the Roger?
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Anyone not want to lose a point? That one's worked perfectly for you, Nikita. Everybody lost a point apart from you. That's raised you. I was looking for Who Framed Roger Federer.
Oh, my God, I knew.
Right.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so Who Framed Roger Federer? Next clue, next Wimbledon champion. Which British-born musician was the lead guitarist on the 1987 Guns N' Roses album, Appetite for Destruction? Nobody? No one wants to ship another point? Slashley Barty, or Slash Barty, I was looking for.
Hallop or Bartley.
Yeah. So it's Slash from Guns N' Roses and Ashley Barty. Next category. Clothing. those will be the pictures. Which two words precede a time in a line that traditionally opens a fairy tale? Yes, Nikita.
Once a poncho.
Once a poncho? Once a poncho, always a poncho. It is once upon and poncho, once a poncho. Next clue, next picture. What is the stage name of the rapper Kimberly Denise Jones, who featured on the 2001 UK #1 hit Lady Marmalade?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what that is.
Nobody. Let's take a look. I'm looking for Lil Kimono. Lil Kim and Kimono, Lil Kimono. Next clue, next clothing. What is the usual British English term for the object known in the USA as a thumbtack? Phil is so desperate to buzz, but he wants to hold on to his lead.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
I am looking for drawing pinafore dress, or drawing pinafore. Drawing pin and pinafore. Next category. That's us done for the day. That's us done for the week as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Where has it left us, though? Let's find out who's won Friday's House of Games first. Phil Daniels has his second win of the week. Congratulations, Phil.
Thank you.
Means you've got your second prize of the week as well. What prize would you like?
Oh, I can't remember what they were.
Let's take another look for you.
Oh, it was after the sliders.
You did say the sliders. Are you still sticking with the sliders now you've actually won?
I'll take the bread bin.
There we go. Phil Daniels takes home a bread bin. Congratulations. But we have the small matter of the trophy to give away as well. OK? I'll give you a clue. It's going to go to somewhere up this end of the studio. I'm sorry, but that's what's happening. What a week we've had. Phil has won 2, Danny has won 3. But who is our champion on this week's House of Games? It is a dead heat. They are both champions, gentlemen. You both get a trophy. How about that? We never do a tie break if we're tied at the end of the week. Not having that done. So you both win a trophy.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
That seems fair, doesn't it? After the way they battled all week to share the spoils. Congratulations, 2 trophies. There's a silversmith in Manchester who's about to make a lot of money. I say silver. I mean, it's had a little hint of silver at some point in its life. Congratulations, gents. Nikita, at least you won a prize because you were donated a prize yesterday. That's nice to see. Thank you all so much for playing. And Eni, you've got so many trophies already. It seems
I would have
fair.
liked this one.
It seems fair we give some silverware to somebody else for once. Thank you all so much for playing. Gents, lovely to have joint winners as well. You're both winners, both champions. You both take home a trophy. Lovely to see you all week. Thanks for playing. Lovely to see you as well on the House of Games.
We will.
Oh.
Ah, listen to that sound.
No.
It's a sound of quality, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm still shaking.